special love. I'm gonna make you mine. There's something special about your love. I think it's one of a kind.
Hey guys, it's Sunday and it is Easter, Resurrection Day, Passover, however you want to celebrate it. This is just a beautiful Sunday. I am making some bun and I was like, you know what, let me just kind of film this. I am not giving you this recipe. This is a family recipe. So my mother had two recipes for Easter bun, and she'd kind of take a little bit of one and a little bit of the other, but my sister actually put like her favorites out of both of them and made a recipe. So like I said, it's a family recipe, so I can't really share it. And this is my second time doing it. The first time I did it was maybe 5 or 6 years ago. But since I'm away from, you know, down south and away from family, we are going to be doing like a Maddens version of it. So here I'm actually just doing the eggs and the sugar together. I have my dry ingredients. A lot of people might not know, but if you can put some stout in your Easter bun, it really kind of takes it to the next level. So that's what I'm doing now. I have some goat that is seasoned and ready to cook. I'm gonna put that on the stove, and it's probably gonna take maybe like an hour, 45 minutes, an hour, depending on the toughness of the goat. So really that's what we're doing. Dan just finished watching a Chelsea match with Kellan, and I don't even know how they did. I really don't care. But I'm in the kitchen and enjoying this beautiful Sunday. Okay, when I am baking, I like to be really organized. So I literally line up all the ingredients, and when I finish with them, I kind of put them in the corner. Baking is one of those things that, like, it's food science. Like when it comes to like cooking meats and those type of things, I can kind of be like, okay, well, this is a little tangy. Let me counterbalance it with some sugar or whatever. When it comes to baking, it's literally like if you have too much baking powder in something, if you have too much fruit, it's gonna, like, it's science. So really you have to be really particular about your ingredients. So I literally have to lay out everything. And like I said, this is my second time doing it. I'm not the most confident at it. So I'm just kind of trying to be as organized as possible. So this is the mix that has, again, the family recipe that I cannot share with you. It is a family secret. I don't have my mixer, so everything was kind of by hand. Hopefully I don't have any like flour pockets and anything like that. But it looked pretty smooth. Tastes, you know, good to me. And I forgot nutmeg. See, this is why I tell you I put everything in the corner once I've used it, because then it makes me know, like, oh, okay, yeah, that was done properly. So whatever's left, I didn't put in there or whatnot. So yeah, like, how do you like your bun? Are you one of those like, I need it like dark, or you like it kind of caramel colored, or you're like, yeah, I want it kind of light? I realize some Caribbean countries like a lighter bun, and then some Caribbean countries kind of like a darker one. I'm like, yo, this is not Christmas cake. It does not need to be black, but I do like a little bit of color. So I like to leave it kind of caramel, and then the oven kind of works its magic and makes it a little browner. I like nutmeg, as in not only in baking, but actually in like food cooking. It adds like a nice, like, nutty, like deep flavor into foods. I'm finished baking. I have them in my tins. The tins are buttered up. So this is, you know, the caramel color. I'm banging it a little to get the air bubbles out. Hopefully, you know, me personally, I'm gonna move it around a little more just so the fruit doesn't all end up at the bottom. I'm bad at this. So I should have had my oven heated and all that stuff. So like I said, I could just pop them in the oven, but it's almost ready. I'll pop them in soon. 350 for an hour. Oven is ready. I'm gonna pop these in. They've been placed in a buttered tin.
Come over here, please.
Back up, back up, back up.
Hot.
First look. Okay.
The bun is always that color?
That's the bun I like. That's the bun color. You could have done a darker browning, but like I said, I like my bun that color. So I'm gonna start the curry goat. I have to clean up the dishes and stuff like that while the curry is going. All right, so I put the bun back in for, I'm gonna do 5 minutes. Normally the buns that like I've made before aren't really that big. So maybe because it's only 2 tins I'm doing and they're big, they're like kind of tall. It feels a little wet to me. So I'm gonna do another 5 minutes. Cross my fingers that doesn't dry it out. And then I'm going to try a new technique, and with my glaze that I have here, I'm gonna put the glaze on there and put it back in the oven for 5 minutes. Right now I'm burning some curry because I'm gonna do the muddin right now. It's going. I have a glaze, half a cup of water, half a cup of brown sugar. I'm gonna pour it right now on the low. We're doing experimentation right now. Alright, so I finished burning the curry. I'm gonna throw in my curry goat now. Threw it in there. I'm gonna let the outside part of it kind of sear and stuff like that. Then I'm gonna take it off, mix it around a little, make sure that other side sears, and then I'm gonna check to see if I need to add in any water because it's gonna cook down for about another 45 minutes to an hour. So I want to make sure all the juices are kind of in. But depending on how soft the meat is, you kind of have to keep checking it because like older goats can be a little like tougher, so it might need a little bit more. Younger goats are a little like softer and stuff like that. So it kind of depends on the goat. So listen to the goats, okay? Listen to the goats. Remember, I have the bun in the oven, doing 5 minutes with the glaze. That's not normally my mother's recipe. My mother's recipe is after everything is baked, you put the glaze on there and you don't touch it for 24 hours. But because I'm baking it on a Sunday, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna do using this cookbook. This is The Real Taste of Jamaica by Eden Donaldson. This was a cookbook my mother bought my sister when she went away to college, and then this is a cookbook my aunt bought me, Auntie Ruby bought me when I went away to college. So it's really good. In the beginning of the book, it has like fruits and vegetables that are like known in Jamaica, and just some like things about like Jamaican history and culture, like Jamaican cuisine and culture. So it's really good for people that are new to Jamaican cuisine, people that are new to you know, Jamaican culture and kind of want like a taste of Jamaica. Really good for. So let's take the bun out. Let's see how it looks. A little browner now. I know it's technically complaining why my bun's so light, but once the glaze is on there, it kind of browns it up really well. Look at his face.
You really don't know colors, yeah?
That's light or that's dark?
That's still light, but I mean it's darker than it was before.
He's a hater.
Challenge one Jamaican person to explain why we say okra. Why do we say okra? Spell okra. Why is it okra and not okra?
It's okra.
Nobody in Jamaica will say no damn okra. Where you hear them saying it properly? Tell me. Which parish? Cheers to swims. Flitters. Spell flitters.
I don't say flitters. Who says flitters? Like I'm not gonna be like, yo, who says it? But how many of you out there are saying flitters? How many of you are saying swims? It's not like a 50% of Jamaicans say that. That's like a very select.
You serious right now?
Here, which one? Alright, so this is an issue that we've been having. We've tried to explain it, but now we're actually going to record it because there's flies flying around. We can deal with the flies, but this sounds like really loud, like a really big bug. I'm recording this and it's probably going to look and sound crazy, but Dan's going to open up the vent and you're going to see like a bug come into the house, which is not something that I'm good with. So this needs to be handled quite quickly.
I mean, you don't want to slander people, but I mean, what is that? Is that just we're unlucky, or is that KB quality, or what is that? What exactly is that? Because this is supposed to be some upgrade, and rent or not, we're the first tenants or first people to live in the house, right? So we're the first residents to ever live in the house, right? Like, why are you complaining about bugs getting under the sliding glass door and bugs? We've literally seen flies come out of there. So even if this big noise that we just heard is a huge fly or something, there are flies coming through the vent. Does that sound like the kind of quality that you want to be paying the high amount of money for the house? Not only just in thing there, but in general, just the highest prices. The highest prices. Look back in time. Look back in the times. Look at the times. Look at how much a house cost back then and then put it in an inflation calculator. And do the math. We're paying like 400 times over what a house used to cost. To be sandwiched in and pay either the highest rent, the most insane rent prices, or be paying absolutely huge, like almost more than $250,000 for a house that has things where this is supposed to be an upgrade and there are bugs coming through it. I have to walk around with a rag on my shoulder all day swatting flies, and now we hear what I assume is a wasp, because I've seen wasps on the other side come through. Is that the quality of the build we're getting now? That's what we're supposed to pay top dollar for? Tell me what that is. Is it shoddy workmanship? Something just miraculously went wrong? Is it just specifically this builder KB? What is that? I don't know. Is that a weird upgrade? You have to pay like $500,000 to $750,000 worth of your house to not have an area that bugs come in and out of your house freely when all your windows and screens are closed? I don't know. Am I asking for something preposterous? You have companies buying houses and then putting it back on the market 2 months later, not doing anything, and they're marking it up by $100 million. And this is the quality of a brand new build. No one has ever lived here before. This is what we're supposed to put up with? This thing that is supposed to be seen as some kind of upgrade, rather than having a microwave here, something that would have been useful, instead of taking up counter space that we had to go buy, we have a hood that leads outside that have bugs coming in and out freely, including I've had to go out there and spray wasps out of that, and it just sounded like there was a wasp in there, because the flies get in. So whatever that was making that big, huge buzzing sound had to be big enough to not get past this thing that flies get past all the time. Squeeze past the cracks of this thing not fitting perfectly into the track and get in right now. I'm sure if you slow down the video, you probably see this one fly that's flying around the house right now. It's not an attempt to go viral. It's not an attempt to get hits, views, any of that. Above where I cook my food, because there are things getting through our house.
One came up?
Yeah. Just so you can see for yourself that, hopefully I'm showing, that is a dead fly. That's one of them that couldn't figure out how to get out of the damn tray. Might as well wipe down the thing now. Had to spray into it. So. And let's take a look right here on the also on the stove itself. From opening the container itself, I don't know if you can see those, but those are also dead flies. So this thing just lets in flies at will. This is what we're supposed to be paying the highest market value ever for houses, even considering inflation. This is what we're supposed to pay $380,000 to $400,000, you know, 1/3 of $1 million for. And just mind you, if this was a restaurant or we were on, you know, some kind of professional kitchen or something, I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to eat from that place.
Yeah.
I don't want to eat from somewhere where flies can just fly into the thing there, but this must be my home.
Alright guys, so thank you for joining us for another vlog. We just kind of chilled out this weekend, as you can see.
We shared a little bit of our Easter Sunday with you, showed you a little bit of what we ended up doing. wasn't much, wasn't a very active Easter Sunday. I tried to take it easy.
But that's important. And that's one of the elements of like,
yeah,
this weekend is like taking the time to reflect on like and be present in what is happening or what was happening in the past. It is a big holiday weekend. This is probably maybe the second big holiday that we've been away from like family down south. So it was a little, you know, kind of sad to be away from family. It was kind of difficult for me, but tried my best to cook some traditional like Jamaican fare that I think we'd be eating if we were back home. I tried to look for some egg hunt stuff, but knowing Kellan, he would literally pick up an egg and be like, whatever, let me run to the other side of the park, let me find the playground. So yeah, but next year I definitely kind of want to push. I think I'll probably plan an egg hunt or something like that. But it was like a good weekend. So thank you for joining us as you'll be seeing this on a Monday. So I hope your Monday is going really well, and I hope this week kind of carries you along. If you don't know, we do post videos Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We haven't missed one in about 2 months. So again, thank you for joining.
It's hard to do.
It is hard to do, and I hope we're keeping your interest. And if there's anything that you're like, hey, I want you guys to talk about X, Y, and Z, put it in the comments, because we'd love to get a little bit more pulse of kind of what you guys want. Comment below and tell us how you shared your Easter holiday.
Not every holiday needs to be adventurous. There were some misadventures as well, but regardless, we got through it. Kellan is now sleeping, so besides editing and maybe making some comments, trying to interact with more of you guys, until the next post.
And when do we post? Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You're supposed to say that. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We post 3 times a week.
So just look out for the next post.
Yes.
Until then,
peace, love, and happiness.
I think it's one of a kind. There's something special about your love. I want it all the time. You will